One aspect of science fiction, from Mission Impossible to The Men from U.N.C.L.E. and of course Star Trek, is the hypospray. The hypospray is supposed to be a method of giving an injection without having to use a needle. So, can something like this really work, and are there some issues with it? Well, the science fiction version of the device enables the injection to be rapidly given to multiple people without the risk of contamination, and new drugs can be quickly swapped in and out of the device. The presumed method for their operation is that the hypospray forms the liquid into a high-speed jet which pushes the liquid through the skin barrier and into the circulatory system and then is distributed around the body. Now, there have been real-world attempts at making this work. The first practical example was the jet gun injector from the 1960s. The injector used compressed gas to push the medicine through the skin. The device was fairly bulky, but could be used for mass injections in remote locations where a single person could rapidly inoculate a whole village, alternatively a regiment of soldiers. However, early variants of the device had some rather substantial drawbacks. Not all of the liquid made it through the skin, and some would get back to the injector, possibly carrying some contamination, meaning that to ensure cross-contamination, the nozzle would have to be cleaned thoroughly between injections, dramatically increasing the time per injection if it were to be used safely. In addition, the power used to push the liquid through the skin could be painful and resulted in a large bruise forming around the injected area, as well as a small wound hole which actually was more likely to bleed than a traditional injection. These drawbacks have made mass injection model for this type of device fairly impractical. However, a modern portable version has been produced which can be used as an insulin injector. If the same person is going to be using the device, cross-contamination isn't such a major issue, and the other issues have been minimized by improvements in design. However, a new approach to the hypospray has now been developed, which doesn't rely on pressurized gas or even a spring to push the liquid into the skin. The new injector uses what's known as Lorentz force, an electromagnetic force, so the liquid containing electrically charged particles can be moved by an electromagnet, forcing it in through the skin by the injector. The advantage of this method over a more mechanical method in creating the injection is one of precision, both in terms of the dosage being given and reducing the size of the entry hole created by the injection. So even though the fluid is travelling at several hundred miles per hour, the injection is painless and normally leaves no visible mark, since the entry hole is smaller than the diameter of a human hair. So it's possible you may see a version of the hypospray being commonly used, and the fear of needles might be a thing of